All new tonight on Fox 31 News at 10. Almost $1 million is going to be given out to a certain school district. Find out which one and what that money is going to be used for.
Cooler temperatures still in the forecast, but the end is near. When we'll be seeing warmer temperatures, plus more rain in the forecast, how long you'll need your umbrella, and what day you don't want to leave home without it.
This is Fox 31 News at 10.
Good evening and thanks for watching Fox 31 News at 10. I'm Raymond Tubman. First on Fox 31 tonight, Dougherty County Schools now have nearly $1 million to make some big upgrades for their students. The money comes from the One Georgia Authority and the Governor's Office of Student Achievement. It's going to help improve technology in the schools. For example, some schools are going to be able to replace their older smart boards.
It'll help our dollars go a little bit further in some of our schools where they have those needs to replace equipment or to get additional supplies and equipment.
DCSS says that they consider themselves one of the state leaders for technology in the classroom. Each of their schools currently has a 1-to-1 ratio of students to tablets and computers in class. A survivor of one of the most infamous genocides in history shared his story with Southwest Georgia students today. Holocaust survivor Herschel Greenblatt spoke to students at Worth County Middle School. Greenblatt says he was born in the Ukraine and spent the beginning of his life hiding in a cave. His family moved around a lot during this time to try to avoid getting caught by Germans. He shared his journey to the United States and how difficult that was during the 1950s. The Georgia Commission on the Holocaust put together the program to help students learn history from people who experienced it. Well, you'll soon have to slow down in a few Albany neighborhoods. City commissioners voted today to install new speed bumps. They're going to be coming to the 1800 block of Pine Knoll Lane and the 2400 block of West Alberson Drive. They're going to cost about $29,000 for the two projects combined. That Dougherty County School is close to wrapping up more than $30 million worth of renovations. Monroe Comprehensive High School is currently renovating its gym and it's building a new academic wing. They should be wrapped up by the time students return to class in January. In a few weeks, Monroe is going to host an open house to give you a chance to see the brand new work, and alumni will even get the chance to sign their names on the floor under the new court in the gym.
They'll have that lasting memento. So 100 years from now, when the next set of renovations goes on in that gym and they tear up the floor, they'll be like, oh, there's this alumni signed the floor.
The open house is on December 29th and will run from 1 to 5 p.m.
I want to address the terrorist attack that took place yesterday in New York City and to praise the first responders, local police, and federal law enforcement for their quick action. They did an incredible job.
Tonight, continuing coverage of the terror scare in New York. New York City police now say Akayed Ullah is charged with criminal possession of a weapon, supporting an act of terrorism, and making a terroristic threat. Today, the busiest commutes moved a little bit slower in many cities as authorities across the nation stepped up their presence in high-traffic areas.
The early morning commute in New York City thrown into chaos Monday morning by a mostly ineffective terror attack. Police say a man strapped a pipe bomb to himself and detonated it in a pedestrian tunnel between the sprawling Port Authority bus terminal and the Times Square subway station, the busiest in Manhattan. Eyewitnesses describe a frantic scene after the bomb went off.
The panic was so scary, and then everything slowed down and police starts running. The
suspect, 27-year-old Akayed Ullah, was born in Bangladesh and moved to the U.S. 7 years ago. Police say he has ISIS sympathies, but appears to have been self-radicalized with no known ties to international terrorism. Leaders of the Bangladeshi community here in New York now strongly condemning the attack.
Our people are peaceful. We do not accept any sort of terrorism or violence against another innocent human being.
Security ratcheted up across the city as the investigation continues, with heavy armor teams guarding bridges, tunnels, and transit hubs, but most commuters seem to be taking it in stride, acknowledging the danger, but trying to stick to their normal routines.
I was actually nervous coming into Manhattan. I have never been nervous before. It's frightening, but at the same time, it's the times we live in.
More big ups and downs in your forecast. Let's send it over to Fox 31 meteorologist Carrie Capello for a look at that weather.
Happy Tuesday, Southwest Georgia. It's about 10:05. Another nice night with some weather, calm weather, clear weather on top of us. GDOT traffic cam shows just that, a clear night across Interstate 75 in Cordele. we're not going to see weather impacting our travel across the area. Clear night across the area. Satellite radar only picking up a few isolated showers in parts of Mississippi this evening. Temperatures, though, still talk of the town into the low to mid 40s across most neighborhoods in the south. We'll continue to see these temperatures drop by midnight around 40 degrees, around 36 at 3 a.m. and then into the lower 30s as we head into the overnight and early morning. Here's a look at our headlines. The end is near for the cold weather. We'll take a look at the timing of our next rain chances. Also, first look at your Christmas forecast. That's coming up later in the show.
Next on Fox 31 News at 10, the deadline to get health care under the Affordable Health Care Act is only 3 days away. One local medical center is making that process even easier for you. Plus, an increase of people living on the streets this year. What they are doing nationally and locally, try to bring those numbers back down.